Hey everyone, it's SG Holyman, and welcome to my E3 2018 predictions video. I love E3, it's my favorite time of the year, and I really do enjoy making these predictions videos, although I'm going to be doing it a little different this year. If you remember in years past, I broke it down into multiple videos where I just went over each of the conferences and just kind of talked about what was going to be coming and what I thought would coming and some wishful thinking. I'm not doing that this year. I'm just putting it all into one big video, and I'm pretty sure most of you coming in already know what's going to be happening, and I will touch upon that a little bit as I go through each conference, but I'm going to be talking about more about what I want to see and what I expect from each conference. So I'm going to be going in order of the conferences, so EA, Microsoft, Bethesda, Square, Ubisoft, Sony, and Nintendo. Not talking about the PC conference because I don't care. And there's a couple other ones, but I don't know much about them. So anyway, I'll get started with EA. The main thing that EA has to do for me is to make me interested or at least care about some of their games, because I know for me and a lot of other gamers, they've lost a lot of credibility when it comes to their business practices. And the thing that sucks is that I know they're going to try, I think they will, but it's still going to come off as corporate. And I just don't think that's something they can shake. And really, the only game I'm interested in that they're coming out with is Battlefield 5, and I will be getting that. But other than that, like Anthem, I'm not too interested in Anthem. I don't know what it is about that game. It's just very uninteresting to me. And yeah, other than that, like I imagine we'll see a Star Wars game. I forget who's making a Star Wars game. It's like it's not BioWare. It's another studio. Anyway, I know they're making a Star Wars game. Feel like it's time that they show that off. But other than that, I feel like EA's conference is always very predictable. It's going to be a lot of sports, a lot of mobile games. So yeah, I got really nothing else to say about EA. Just I hope they make it interesting. So anyway, I'll move on to Microsoft. As you may have heard me say before, I don't hate Microsoft. It's just Sony's my preferred platform of choice. So I know the least about Microsoft and their games and stuff. So I am going to be making some assumptions here. So please don't hate me for that. But Microsoft's in an interesting place. So last number I've heard is that they've sold about 30 million Xbox Ones, which is a good number, but I mean, compared to PS4, they're just getting blown out of the water. So I don't know what they can do this generation. I feel like they are working on some new IP, but at the same time, like, are they just going to hold off for whatever's coming next, or are they just going to show off some new stuff this year? I don't really know. And besides that, I imagine we'll get something for Halo 6. And what was I going to say? Oh yeah, for Halo, I think it would be cool if they did Halo 6 and then just ended Halo to move on to something else. I think that'd be the smartest thing they can do, because Halo doesn't have the same name recognition that it did during the 360 days. Because I remember Halo 3 launching, that was a huge deal. But even Halo 5, like, I mean, yeah, there was a lot of people excited, but I don't remember, like, just a ton of people talking about Halo 5 all that much. And with that being said, I'll move on to Gears. I think we'll see maybe something for Gears, kind of like Halo Wars, but for Gears. I know there was a rumor that they were going to show off like 3 separate Gears of War games, which I think would be a mistake, but I don't know, we'll see. And then other than that, like, I know Crackdown 3 got delayed, or I guess it's not confirmed that it's delayed, but it's heavily implied that it's delayed till 2019. So I don't know if they'll be showing off Crackdown 3. I actually feel bad for everybody who's looking forward to that game, because it's been talked about for so long now. Like, let's just get the game out at this point. And then, other than that, I think they're going to be going hard on the third parties this year. And I do think we're going to be seeing some more Metro Exodus. They did show it last year. They did have the reveal, sorry. So I think we're going to see more of that on the Microsoft stage. And because the Xbox controller, is a lot better suited for fighting games, at least so I've heard, I do think that we will see Mortal Kombat 11 on the Microsoft stage. And I am actually pretty excited for Mortal Kombat 11. I wish I would have played more of Mortal Kombat X, but I didn't. So hopefully, I will be getting Mortal Kombat 11 when it comes out, because I do feel like it is time for the next Mortal Kombat. But I don't know how much I'll play it. I think I'll play it more, but I don't know. We will see. Other than that, I do think we'll see some more Code Vein, because they did have a trailer at Microsoft last year, so we'll probably see some more gameplay of that. And then other than that, it's their indie stuff that's gonna interest me. They showed what was that game? Crap. Hang on. It was like Ori and the Will of the Wisps, I think. So we'll probably see some more of that, and then probably some stuff that I'm not too familiar with. Hopefully a release date for Below, because that is one game that actually looks pretty cool, and I did want to play, but that game has been in development since the Xbox One was announced. So I don't know, it's just time for that game to get released. So yeah, that's all I have to say about Microsoft. So now I'll move on to Bethesda. So I really like Bethesda as a company, and I really like their games. Well, most of their games anyway. And this year is going to be interesting because they do have Fallout 76, and I'm really interested to see what that game actually is. I'll probably end up playing it, but I don't know. From everything I'm hearing, it's just kind of interesting. I don't know how I feel about it just yet, but I'm holding a judgment until I see Fallout 76, of course. But other than that, I do think the rumors of some Prey DLC are true, and that you will see it, which again is interesting because, if I remember right, Prey didn't do all too well. I mean, I have it, and I played it on the channel. You can go check it out if you want, but I don't know. That's just an interesting thing for me to think about why would they put out Prey DLC, especially a year after it released. I think you would want to put it out sooner, but I don't know. Anyway, that's a bit of a ramble. So other than that, I do think you're going to see a Doom 2 teaser trailer. I really liked Doom a lot, and I would be down for some Doom 2, although I do think it's a bit early for that game to come out. So I think that's a next year game, probably March or April. I could see when Doom 2 will come out. And then other than that, I do think we are going to get a teaser for maybe Elder Scrolls 6, or the one that I'm more excited for is a game that I think they're calling Starfield. It's a new IP. It's basically Skyrim in space. I'm really interested to see what that is, and I always love seeing new IP. So yeah, I really want to see that game. And really, I don't have much to say about Bethesda. Their conferences are usually short. So yeah, other than that, I'll move on to Square Enix. Square Enix doesn't do a conference every year, so it's kind of interesting that they're doing one here. So that tells me that they have a lot to talk about. So the main thing that they are going to be showing off is Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and I'm super excited. I need to go back and finish Rise of the Tomb Raider, but I don't know. I opened the second major area and I seen everything pop up, and I just said I can't do it, and I was already 60 hours in. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go back and actually finish that game. But I am super excited for Shadow. We'll see how the gameplay works out and everything like that. And you're also guaranteed to see something Final Fantasy related. I'm hoping for something on Final Fantasy 16. Like, I know that's like ways away, that we're probably not going to see that, but at least maybe we'll start seeing them talk about it, maybe. Probably not, but it'd be interesting. They're more likely to talk about the Final Fantasy VII remake, which that deserves its own video. But yeah, that's the more likely one. We're also guaranteed to see some Kingdom Hearts 3. I know they said they'd put out a release date, and I'm really excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. I need to go back and play 2, and maybe some of the other spin-offs, but I don't know. Like I said, super excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. And other than that, I know their Western studios have stuff. I was going to say Hitman, but they no longer own Hitman. I know Avalanche has been probably working on something. I know the team that made Mad Max is working on Rage 2 for Bethesda. So I don't know what the main team could be working on. I know the rumor said Just Cause 4, but I don't buy that because, one, I think it's a little bit too soon, and two, I don't think enough people cared about Just Cause 3 to warrant a sequel. So, I don't know. And then I'm sure there's other stuff that I'm not thinking about with Square Enix, because I know they have some Western studios. Maybe we'll see something from the Tokyo RPG Factory. Although I think they just put out that, I can't remember what that game is. Crap, they did put out a game recently. But other than that, I really can't think of anything coming from Square Enix. So I think that's the one I'm the most excited for, because I don't know what they could show. Like I said, they have stuff to show, but I could see that being on other stages. So the fact that they're holding a conference means that they got a lot to talk about. So I don't know. I'm interested to see what they have to say. So with that out of the way, I'll move on to Ubisoft. So I really like Ubisoft. I like a lot of their games, but they're in an interesting spot for me where a lot of their games are basically the same now. Like a lot of their big AAA games, they're like all open world with the convoys and the stuff to do, and basically all games turned into Far Cry. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying that, but it is true. And it's not necessarily a bad thing because, I mean, it is working out for them. But I don't know. I just want to see them get back to being creative. And with that, I'd like to see them get back to some more UbiArts games. So as you can see, I'm playing Rayman Legends, and that was the engine that was created for this game, the UbiArt engine. And they did make a few games using that engine, so Valiant Hearts, Child of Light, and those are really the two big ones. And other than that, they really haven't used the engine that much, mainly because of the Vivendi stuff. I think that's what happened, is they just focused and tried to beat Vivendi. So I think now that they've actually pushed Vivendi out, I would like to see them get back to them making some weird, cool stuff and just using the UbiArt engine again. And with that being said, I do think it is actually time for a new Rayman game. This game came out in 2013, 2012, 2013. So it is time. And I don't know, I just think it'd be cool to see that from them. And then other than that, they did talk about what they would be showing. So Division 2 was the big one. I think they're also showing Beyond Good and Evil 2, which if you're excited for that, cool. I didn't play the first one. And then a couple other games I can't remember off the top of my head. The big one that I would be super excited for is the new Splinter Cell game. There's a rumor that's going to happen, and I think that rumor is true. My gut just tells me it is. My only issue with it is, like I said, I do feel like they're going to turn it into just an open world Ubisoft game, and that's going to bum me out a little bit because it's basically becoming plain vanilla French toast or something. So Anyway, that's my thoughts on the Ubisoft conference. So now I'll move on to the one that I probably know the most about, which is Sony. So Sony's already talked about the first party that's going to be at the E3 conference. So it was Ghost of Tsushima. I can never say that right. Death Stranding, Spider-Man, and The Last of Us Part 2. And I don't think you're going to see very many first party surprises. I know a lot of people are wanting DLC for God of War, and I don't think you're going to see that. And to be quite honest with you, I don't want DLC for God of War. I think it should be just stand on its own and just let it be a game. I think that'd be awesome. Of course, I know I'm in the super minority on that one, but I don't know. I think it would be cool to just not have DLC for that game. Um, and then, as I said, I don't think you're going to see much more. If anything, like I know a lot of people want to see, what is that game? Like Horizon 2, whatever it's going to be called. It's not going to be Horizon Zero Dawn 2. It's going to be a different subtitle. But I don't think you're going to see that this E3. Like they are working on it, but I think that's a little bit too far out for them to start talking about it. And then other than that, I think they're going to be talking a lot of third party with their first party. So Shadows Die Twice. I know a lot of people are saying Bloodborne 2. I think that's too obvious, and I think it's something different that From Software is working on. So I really want to see what that is. I also think they're going to be showing off Armored Core. It'd be weird to show Armored Core at E3, but it'd be cool. So I want to see it. That being said, I didn't play any of the Armored Core series, so it's just a guess by me. And I don't know. I get the feeling it will be there. I also feel like the new Rocksteady game is going to be shown at Sony's conference. And whether that be the rumored Superman game or the Batman Beyond game, I think it's going to be one of those two. My money's on Superman, but I'd be down for some Batman Beyond. And then, I'm sorry, I'm very far down in my notes. I'm trying to look. Okay. I also think that Devil May Cry 5 is going to be shown at Sony's stage. I don't think it'll be exclusive. I think it's just Sony's going to have the marketing rights to it. And I'm super interested to see what it is. I have the first three. I played the first one for a little bit, but then got sidetracked by something else. But I think it's going to be a return to the original Devil May Cry and not DMC with the black-haired Dante. I think it'll be regular Dante. And I don't know. I just want to see what that is. And I actually do think Soul Calibur 6 is going to be shown off at Sony's Stage 2. I think they're going to have some huge character reveals. And it'd be really cool to see like the Bloodborne Hunter as a guest character. That'd be really interesting. But they can pretty much do anything with Soul Calibur. And I probably will get Soul Calibur, although I'm still on the fence about it. So, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, a couple more things I wanted to touch on. I do think the Resident Evil 2 remake is real, and I think you're most likely to see it at the Sony stage. I didn't play Resident Evil 2. I haven't really played any of them, to be honest. And, I mean, I know a lot of people like Resident Evil 2, so if you're excited for that, then I'm excited that you're excited. But I don't know if I'll be getting it or not. And then I know I throw this out every year. It's probably not an E3 announcement. That's more of a PSX announcement. But I want a new Sly Cooper. It is well beyond time to make a new Sly Cooper. And I'd be super excited if they showed it off. Again, I don't think that's going to be shown at E3. I think that's a PSX announcement. But you never know. And anyway, with all that being said, that's it for my Sony predictions, so now I'll move on to Nintendo. So as far as Nintendo goes, I still don't have a Switch. I really, really want a Switch. And I was a little disappointed with the Hey, or not Hey You, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I was a little disappointed until I heard that the next real quote-unquote Pokemon game is coming out next year. So I'm actually okay with the new Pokemon games. So with that being said, I think you may see something on it, but I don't think you will because they already did a huge blowout, so I don't think they're going to talk about it much more. I think that this year is going to be primarily Smash focus, which is fine. I like Smash well enough, but I'm not like the biggest fan. But I am always interested to see what they're going to be doing with all the new characters and stuff. And I do think that's going to be a big focus of this year's Nintendo's E3. With that being said, I also think you're going to see some gameplay of Metroid Prime 4. I didn't play Metroid Prime, but I know a lot of people are excited, and I am quite interested to see what a new Metroid would look like on the Switch. And yeah, I think you're getting some gameplay. I don't think you're going to see much more. I don't think you're going to see a release date or anything. If anything, a release window. But yeah, those are the two big ones. Other than that, Nintendo's kind of a mystery to me. But what I hope for is I hope we see a new Animal Crossing. I love Animal Crossing, and I think it's time, and I think enough people are talking about why isn't Animal Crossing on Switch. So I think you're going to see your first glimpses of that. I don't know when it'll come out, but it will definitely make me want to get a Switch even faster. And then other than that, I kind of get the feeling Pikmin 4 is going to be shown off. And I know there's a big enough fan base for Pikmin 4. I've never played Pikmin, but it's always a series I've been interested in, and I've always wanted to try because it seems like something that I would be, like something I would enjoy. Sorry, a little bit of a stutter. But, yeah, other than that, I really don't know much more they could show. Maybe a new Fire Emblem. But, yeah, I don't really follow Nintendo that closely, even though I like them a lot, but their big guns have already been shown off with Super Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot this. I don't know why it slipped my mind, but there is a chance that you might also see Super Mario Maker for the Switch. I don't know how that would work with the level creator, but I don't know. I'm kind of surprised it's not on the Switch already. So maybe that'll come out with the September 7th online. But other than that, that's really all I have for Nintendo. And with that being said, that is it for this video. I know it's a bit different, and I do kind of miss doing the old videos, but actually, no, I kind of like doing this a little bit better. It's a little bit more concise and freeform, and I'd rather just get it all out at once. And I do usually wait till close to the last minute to do my E3 predictions, so that way, like when I know a few years ago I did them on like a Monday, and then something got announced, and so that kind of ruined my predictions anyway. So I like to hold off till the last minute to make sure that my predictions can actually happen. Although this year, it kind of hurt me a little bit because a lot of the game publishers announced their stuff way ahead of time. So, I don't know. It's kind of interesting to see that. But anyway, I've been rambling on enough. So, that is it for this video. And honestly, this video is a lot shorter than I thought it would be. If you liked what you seen, you can go ahead and like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more game reviews, streams, and all the good gaming stuff. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.